My name is Jaspreet. I live in Vancouver, British Columbia, in the city of Surrey. I did my first course in July 2020, but till January 2021, I never took any clients because I was trying to figure out the things. I was working on my friends and family, and still I was not that confident in doing my work. Then I started following you, and I looked at I started following your life also on Instagram, and something from inside told me like, she can help me out. And let's start with my very first course with you. That was the Russian e-file manicure course. I joined that course because whenever I used to do my work, I didn't like my manicure at all. Like, I used to feel my cuticle work is not that clean. And I used to feel like if it's not clean, other steps are not gonna be the best. How much ever I tried talking to my teachers, but everybody said that, okay, with practice, you're gonna improve. But I wasn't getting, the right direction. When I joined your course, you won't believe how much I have learned. I cannot put that in words, like, about types of skin, types of nails, the bits, and I had totally no knowledge about it before I met you. For example, just wet hands. I didn't even know what wet hands are. So doing that course with you and seeing so much improvement in me, not just me, my clients started noticing the improvement in me. And the lifting stopped, my work was coming more clean. And recently I got a compliment from my client that when you do the cuticle work, it doesn't hurt. When I joined the shaping course, I really wanted to improve on my shapes, because when somebody says from square to go to, let's say, a round shape or an oval shape, I used to try it, but deep inside my heart, I knew maybe I'll make a mistake. I wasn't that confident again. So I usually work with the natural nails or just with the tips. So water forms, I had no idea. How pinching is done, I had no idea. And when I was going through the theory of the course, I was like, okay, I'll get it. But at a certain point, I felt, oh, I will not be able to do it. And I was really, really, stressed out, because I'm not a quitter. Like, I don't want to quit. I want to, like, go again and again and learn it. But at one point in this course, I thought, and when I messaged you and when we talked and you said, no, you can do it, that just gave me a kind of an encouragement, a push to try something new. So it is actually helping me. Now I have started enjoying how to do forms and the pinching. It will take me a little time. Maybe with practice, it's going to improve more and more. But where I have reached from point A to point C or D, I'm actually proud of myself. And I can see when I'm working on natural nails, my shapes are coming more crispy now. Because the filing, the technique you have taught, I haven't learned that before ever. To be very honest, my teachers were really good in previous. I won't say like they didn't taught me, they did, they guided me. But how you explain each and every detail, I don't have words how impressed I am. Like, you are, like, I would say, a rock star educator, like, who always inspires and, encourages others, like, to move forward. So that it is, like, from bottom of my heart, I'm really thankful to you. Like, you always explain each and every detail in such a manner that next time when a person is doing it practically, sometimes I can hear those things, how I'm reading the email or the message, your feedback, it's always in my brain, like, okay, I should try this because that was pointed out last time.
I recommend this course to your best friend. What will be 2 things why?
I'll say, if my friend really wants to do the course, she has to be very dedicated. And if she really wants to improve and be successful in the future, so that, like, my dream is maybe not now, maybe in coming another 2 years, 3 years, I want to teach others, right? Like right now, believe me, I think if somebody comes to me to learn a Russian knee manicure course, I can actually guide them. Like I feel that confidence in myself. Like, yes, I can do that. So that is what, if you're looking for your future to be more better, to be more successful, they should take your course. They should not give up thinking they cannot do it. They can do it because you are always there. Any question, anything, you always answer, you always try to explain your best. And I think for a student, that is the best thing, if your teacher is always there. And from my personal experience, I can say I have always bugged you asking so many questions, but you have always replied and always tried to explain me, give me example how I could do more better. So that really helps. So investing in your courses is worth it. It's going to come 10 times back. I know that. And I'm seeing that from doing your few courses, and it will help us out. Anybody, even if people say like, oh, you're doing online course, does it really help? You know how people question you when you tell them you're doing online, not in person. So when you do it, you then experience it, that yes, even if you're doing a course online, you can gain too much from it. It's not, sometimes you go in person, believe me, that's also my own experience, you don't learn. You just come back with a certificate and you are like, okay, now the struggle starts, because now you're going to sit with the real people, no more fake hand. And now you have to do it. I know, like with the nipper, when we have to cut the cuticles, it was always a struggle for me. But now I do it confidently and I'm so proud of it. The biggest thing that I learned from the shaping course is filing. That, you know, taking a nail file and just going here and there doesn't make a sense. The proper way of learning, and from shape 1 to this almost last one, where I am, now your steps are in my brain. Now I don't have to look at my notes again, what I have to do the next step. So these things really helps. It really helps. I would recommend, highly recommend your course to the nail techs who are still struggling between the shapes, or even in their manicure. Like they should definitely take your course, and it will be worth it. They won't be disappointed by taking your course. Overall, I'm so happy that I joined your course, and you are one teacher who would never let the students, you know, quit. You are one of those, like, even if I say, you'll say, no, you can do it. So those words of encouragement that pushes you brings the best out of you, because you look forward to your teacher. Okay, my teacher is expecting this from me, so I need to do it. Amazing. You give that knowledge to your students, that your students can actually go anywhere, and anybody questions them, they are ready to answer. You know, like I'm at that stage. Like if my client, if he or she, anybody asks me like, okay, you know what, why are you doing this? So I know the answer. I can explain them. I'm using this, and how you tell, okay, use your e-file on this number. So those things really help. It makes a huge difference. And your work is, and yes, I forgot to add that my speed has little bit increased from before.
So what was tracking? I mean, tracking on time.
Tracking on time, I started like, you know, like first, if, for example, if I was taking 3 hours on doing one thing, now recently I've noticed I'm coming closer to 2 hours and 15 minutes in total, like doing everything. I had a recently client, she came after 9 weeks, can you imagine? And there was no lifting, and her nails were all grown. And I was surprised. I'm like, how were you working? It's good you didn't hit anywhere else. And she was surprised. She's like, look at your work. You should be proud of it. You know how you taught the clients who come back again and again, who have passion for their nails. Those are your clients. The clients who come occasionally, they are not your clients. And that one line I have learned. And I have remembered that. So I don't feel bad if somebody's not coming back, because I feel that person is making a space for the other person to come in. Because you see various types of clients, right? But it's one line that you said, it's always in my brain. See how much I learned from you. I can keep going, Marina. I won't stop. I have learned so much from you. And I'm saying that honestly, from bottom of my heart, giving my honest review. Like, there is nothing I'm trying to impress you or anybody else. It's not like that. I'm just taking my heart out and saying, thank you so much for doing this. You have changed my life. I would say this. Let's put it this way, like my thinking, especially my thinking, I would say, because, it all starts from here. When you start thinking you're not worth it, you start going towards downfall. Like, I'm not worth it. People are not coming. I cannot do it. I'm not going to raise $5. But now my thinking has changed that no, I am worth it. And I know what my prices are.